Thank God it's Friday. Thank God it's a month end. For people who think of these statements as something which is lack of passion, for me, the story is different. It's a story about how this is one time of the month that I look forward to. This is one weekend of the month that I look forward to. And because this is a time when I truly get to experience the joy of the community that we have built over the years. Welcome to the Speaker Club's yet another open mic, this time with an interesting theme of what's your passion. Just close your eyes and let me know what comes to your mind when I say a personality. When I say the category, what comes to your mind? Cricket, tennis, scientist, comedian, music, actor, or a teacher. Now the question is open your eyes. The people who came to your mind, ask yourself what made it possible for them to enter your minds and hearts and souls while I shared just the category of that field of work that they were in. Now, that's a question that you need to ask yourself. If there's a possibility of why and how people make a mark and make a difference in the world, it is by how they have lived their life. A life by pursuing their passion, a life where they have exceeded and excelled at everything that they do purely by the choice of pursuing their passion and chasing excellence in whatever they did. So it's not just for individuals. Even if you look at the same anecdote of individuals that we talked of, look at the companies that come to your mind: e-commerce, airlines, a restaurant, a hotel, or even a chai that you love. Ask yourself why that brand came to your mind. It's not just because of the excellence or the product in itself. It's because of the passion with which they pursue their purpose, with which they live their dreams and engage and bring to the world what is perfection and greatness personified. So today in this session, what we're looking for is simple. You're looking for what is your passion? What makes you jump out of the chair even at the mention of the word? What makes you excited and something that maybe can wake you up even at morning 4 a.m. and get going with doing that stuff without a question, without a thought of pain or any motive that you are looking for because it's your passion. That's the stories that we're looking for today about what is it that gets you excited? What's your passion? Having said that, it reminds me of a quote, a beautiful quote by Benjamin Franklin. It says, some people die at the age of 25, but aren't buried until they turn 75. And that's the story of most part of the world. People surviving through one day at a time, passing through 1 month at a time, passing through years, living and surviving and getting on with one day without realizing that every day lived without passion is a day lost and is a lost opportunity that you can make a mark for yourself. Because all the examples that we talked until now are of stories of people who lived their life with passion every single day. And their pursuits are what made it accomplish the success that they have got. With that, let's get going into the open mic for what's your passion. Who would like to go first? So today we are looking at stories and instances. It doesn't have to be just sharing about your passion. It can be a story. It can be an expression of that passion. It can be an insight or lesson that you've learned about the theme of passion. What makes it possible? What limits it? What's the one which is changing the world? So it's your perspective. It's your idea of what you'd like to share. With that, let's get going. Who would like to come first? Okay, Sri Krishna, the stage is yours.
For me,
Okay,
when
just a minute. For the sake of everyone's interest, please note we have a time limit of 2 to 3 minutes for every individual so that each one of us get an opportunity to express ourselves. I'll be using a timer, which you can see here at my, here, this side. You can see while I start. One second, where's the timer? Why I'm not able to see it? Can somebody see the timer?
no,
No? Okay, once again, reset. Okay, here. It should be visible now. Here, okay, everyone. The timer is here, and this is where you can see. Please note, try to wrap up by 3 minutes. If not, try to start wrapping up by maximum 3 minutes 15 seconds, so that everyone gets a chance to express themselves. With that, Sri Krishna, the stage is yours.
Good evening, everyone. When I hear the term passion, many things come to my mind because from time to time it has been changing for me. It has not been the same thing. In my school days, we had this textbook called Ram Katha, and in this textbook, when I began reading Ramayana, the portion where the King Dasharatha had to send Sri Ram to Vanvas because of the vachan he gave to Mata Kaikeyi. That portion truly inspired me. The reason being, he could have become the king. Lakshmana was there to support. The people of Ayodhya wanted Sri Ram to be the king, but even having everything in his favor, he wanted to fulfill the vachan of his father. Though that character inspired me a lot at that time, and because of that, don't know. I started narrating Ramayana, and don't know, the habit of storytelling came from there only. Whenever I suppose I end the Ramayana that Lord Rama and Lord Sita have married somewhere. Not that it is. We see those TV serials. The TV serials end at a point, and from there I had that natural ability to continue, and that made me a natural storyteller. And even in my very young age, I got the suggestion that you can pursue it as a career, but I never saw it as a career. I saw it as more of a hobby, and if possible, I would love to do it today as well. So that has been, and over the years, after some years, I wanted to become teacher. Don't know, because of this narrating habit or the exact reason I couldn't get till there, but I fell in love with teaching, and that stayed for some time. And yes, I have it today also. Whenever someone asks that out, I have that ability to explain, and the good thing about explaining. And in later stage of my life, which is till date, don't know, somehow it has stuck with me with uh, all the what challenges. Stock market. I started as a COVID batch investor in 2021, from trading to investing. So that has been a journey. It has been a journey of up and down, but stock market, even today, it is something which is having the passion. So for me, these are the three things. Don't know, I might get more passions, but I don't have a single definition of passion. It has been throughout the time, it has been changing. So that is my definition of passion. Thank you.
Thank you, Sri Krishna. And wonderful packaging of how you mentioned about how passion can change over a period of time. I've seen a lot of people. As an example, you mentioned about stock market. Warren Buffett found his passion for investing at the age of 11, to which also he says, I started late. That's a fascinating part of it. Or there are people, as an example, the KFC founder, Colonel Sanders. He got or initiated the idea of the Kentucky Fried Chicken at the age of 65. So no wonder you can find passion irrespective of the age at different times and different accidents. You could bump into things which can possibly ignite what you truly love and start a journey of it altogether. Thank you, Sri Krishna. That was wonderful. Who's going up next? Poonam, over to you.
मुझे पता ही नहीं था कि मेरा पैशन क्या है जब तक मेरी पहचान शब्दों से ना हुई। शब्दों ने मुझे एक नया एहसास दिया, एक नई उड़ान दी, एक नई पहचान दी। कभी लगता है मैं इनमें खो गई और कभी लगता है मैं इनकी हो गई, और कभी लगता है कि शब्दों को पंख लगाकर आसमान की ऊंचाइयों में पहुंच जाऊं। कभी हल्के फुल्के शब्द मेरे चेहरे में मुस्कान लाती है, और कभी भारी भरकम शब्द मेरे दिल के गहराइयों में उतर जाती है। मैं जितना इनके करीब जाती हूँ उतना मैं स्वयं को पाती हूँ, क्योंकि मेरे लिए शब्द सिर्फ अक्षरों का मेल नहीं है, वो मेरी गहराइयों की आवाज है। कुछ तो बात है इन शब्दों में, ये टूटे दिल को जोड़ देती हैं, निराश मन को नई ऊर्जा देती हैं। 2 दिन पहले ये मुझसे नाराज थे। 2 दिन पहले वो मुझसे नाराज थे, कहने लगे, पूनम, तुम्हारे शब्द मुझे चुभते हैं। मैंने सोचा, आज शब्दों का कोई जादू चलाया जाए, अपने अल्फाजों के रेशमी जाल से उन्हें फिर से हंसाया जाए। मैं उनके पास गई और धीमे से बोली, न जाने न जाने कौन सी दौलत है तुम्हारे लहजे में, न जाने कौन सी दौलत है तुम्हारे लहजे में, तुम बात करते हो दिल खरीद ही लेते हो। फिर क्या था, चेहरे पे मुस्कान, आंखों में चमक, और उन्होंने प्यार से कहा, तुम जीती मैं हारा। थैंक यू।
Thank you, Poonam. I think this is a different form of expression that we have seen for the first time, but you go back to the same thing about the power of words and how words can influence or change the complete story or narrative that you are creating. And this is the first time that we are hearing poetry from you in the form, and that too about the same thing, words. And that was wonderfully expressed. Thank you for those wonderful words and the form through which you expressed that today. Thank you. Let's move to the next person who's coming up next.
Rahul,
Yes,
Subbu.
Subbu, go ahead.
Good mix. Good evening, everyone. If the money is not a matter, what you like more? Maybe teaching, maybe speaking, maybe helping to the people, maybe in other form of something. When I was in the schooling, my teacher asked me one question. If you don't have money, what you do? My friends, some of the friends said, I will go into sleep all night. Some of them said, I will play in the ground. Some of them said, I will be a cricketer. I will earn for something. Yes, he haven't not answered that question completely. While I was going into the graduation, I was just stayed with a few friends. One of my friend waking up in the morning, going to the office every day regularly at punctual timings. And while he's coming out, I be tried nothing. I'm looking for weekend. Another friend is also going into the office. He's coming in the late nights. Every day I'm calling and asking him, what happened? Why you so late? I have this one, I have this one. I have some curiosity to do something. I have a new assessment to do. I have a new R&D to do something. Okay. The first friend, again, same thing going on. One day he was stepping into the floor. Suddenly he struck at the watchman's son and he was asking some doubts, started teaching. It's really he spent 2 hours. Every day he was engaging, and he was also engaging with the watchman's son with unlimited timings. One day I asked him, Raju, you changed something. What was it? You feel very happy now. I feel some kind of enjoyment in the face. I could see some kind of happiness in the face. Did you observe in time? Yes. He said, yes, I love teaching. Then then why you are working for that? When you are not getting benefit of anything. Then he said, I love that. I have the money. I work for teaching. Slowly, the 1% went to 50%. The 50% went to 2,000 people. Now he is running the big institute. That's create the fashion with teaching. Other friend is having curiosity to work and learning the new things in R&D. That time I observed that time always shows that when to wake up and when to eat and when to bed. But compass is the fashion is always go the right direction and will give the life, beautiful life and fashion to our life. My dear friends, I'm looking forward to hear your fashion in your life. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Subbu. I think that was a wonderful chapter that you shared with regard to how the entire idea of how we are lost in the world and what is it that really excites us and something that we can do that provides a meaning to our life. The first example that you gave of teacher, I often wonder, that's the space that I am in. For a long time, I was lost in the regular rut of life, doing multiple things. And yet, one thing that has stayed consistently constant in my life has been living life and the Speak Up Club for the past few years now. So every time I'm kind of short of energy or kind of lost in the world, this is the place that I go back to. And to that extent, where I still remember fondly, not fondly, I would say, in a very, in a moment where I found that what living life or Speak Up Club means to me in 2020 when I started the Speaker Club, and around that time, my father was in ICU because he was stuck with COVID, and I was completely baffled with regard to the state of what is it next, how is life going to be. And if there's one thing that I did at that point in time, while my father was in ICU, I came back to a session. I conducted a Speaker Club session, and in this 1 hour, while I was doing this, that was one phase where I could completely be lost and in sync with the world out there without the thought of what is happening, the chaos that is there in the outer world. And I think that's the beauty of pursuing something that you're passionately involved with. And that's the answer that we need to find. What is that one thing that you can do which can help you forget the world and find your deepest form of who you are as an individual and your expression in the best way that can come across. So ask yourself, if whatever you're doing, and please note, it doesn't have to be a business, it can also be something where you find your solace, you find your own calm, your own peace. So while Subho was mentioning about teaching a security person's son or teaching something like that, or as an example, a women's creation that Poonam runs as an initiative is also the same thing. It's not about the money that you make, but something that provides a meaning to your life. That's something that we need to look at while you're talking of passion. What provides meaning to you is something that you got to pursue. Money, no money, that's a different story altogether. But that's something that you got to have something in your life with which you can find peace and calmness in your own story. Thank you, Subbu, for that wonderful speech and wonderful thoughts that you shared with us. Who's going up next? Amutran? Okay, Tejaswini. We'll have Tejaswini first and then we'll go to Siddharth. Tejaswini, the stage is yours.
Yeah, hi everyone. So this is my first time. So excited or nervous, I don't know what to say. So just to lower my nervousness, let me narrate you a small story. So not so long ago, there are a beautiful couple when they gave birth to a small little cute baby. So that baby was so mischievous, so annoying sometimes, then very kind other times, and also very playful. Her parents used to love her so much, but she was so mischievous that her parents had to suffer because of her. So, seeing her parents suffer because of her, she decided one thing, that she had to change her behavior. So, she gradually changed her behavior, but it actually took a U turn. She became a silent person, she had become an introvert. So after many years had passed, one day that girl has having a conversation with her mother. Then she actually heard something very shocking and surprising from her mother, when her mother shared that, you know what, you used to be like that back then. I used to enjoy that so much, even though you were playful, even though you were mischievous. I used to love you so much. Even now I love you, but I miss you a lot and lot, she mentioned. Then that woman, who had passed all her teen life being an introvert, being a silent person for her parents, so she just realized that sometimes we do something thinking for the good of others, but uh, the result doesn't turn out like that. So what that woman had decided was to slowly and gradually become the same little cute, playful, mischievous, annoying girl she used to be with her parents. So that girl had decided that day that I have to start. Okay, this is something like not starting from zero, but starting like negative, infinitive negative. So even though it's like steep low, even though she had fallen, but she has to raise now. So there is no point of nose diving once again. All is only raising and raising. Even though if you fall, you have to raise again and again till you do not miss yourself until you love yourself with the same passion. So the obstacles which she had found was her inactiveness, her laziness, and her being not being so proactive. So that girl started doing many things. She had put down some list which and all she has to do to become an active person once again and to become the same girl. So she started doing multiple things. She started connecting with people, and also she started uh, doing the same things which she stopped doing years ago due to no reason. So that girl is me present in front of you virtually. So being and I'm trying to currently my passion is getting excited for smaller things, not become inactive for anything, just leave the laziness behind me, just get up and just finish off whatever I wish to. So this is my current passion, just doing everything, anything I do with so much of love, dedication, and most importantly is to communicate with others and just leave the tag of introvert behind me. Yeah, that's all from my side. Thank you so much for the opportunity.
Thank you. Thank you, Tejaswini. The fact that you joined today and spoke for a good 3.5 minutes talks about the drive that you have. And it's often a case where I think of people when they talk of passion. I often have this question, uh, do what you love or love what you do? Do what you love is a question that often a case where we may not have a choice. We could be in having our own reasons for the limitation that we have in doing what we love. But one choice that we always have is loving what we do. And I think if you have the ability to infuse passion into whatever you choose to do, I think that's a wonderful skill that you have. And one reason that can help us in building this attitude of loving anything that you're doing is by asking the question why. Tejaswini, thank you for sharing that of how you assumed something in the past and did something. The damage was done. But today you're using the same reason because you've got a clarity on why you need to do that. Because what you thought of love in a way that you were expressing and how you have realized now that that was something that you thought of yourself and changed it. You're using that as an inspiration. And I think that's a good example of how, why passion sometimes isn't just about having something or thinking of what you want. Passion is not the fire, it's not the ignition alone. It's a fire that keeps you going. It's a fuel that keeps you going. And that's a question that you need to ask. The why that you need to know through which anything can be infused with passion. Thank you, Tejaswini, for sharing that beautiful story and sharing your story of how you are currently working on adding fuel, adding passion to what you're doing and bringing about that change of what you desire to bring about. Thank you. Let's move to the next person, Siddharth. We have two Siddharths here. One is Siddharth Linga. We'll go with Siddharth first and then with Siddharth Linga. Is that okay? Siddharth, over to you.
Thanks, Rahul, for another Speak Up Club session. And, good evening, everyone. I'm Siddharth. One of the passions that I have discovered in the last few years is swimming. So in school or as a child, I was never too active. I would actually find excuses to avoid the playground or even a long assembly session by saying, I'm feeling a little giddy. Can I please go down and sit? So this was me. I was never too physically active. And then I think things changed when both my parents were diagnosed or they had their cardiac issues. And at that point of time, I was out of law school. And also, I had a little bit of spare time while preparing for civil services exam. At this point of time, one of my mother's colleagues came down and he said, let me take him along for a swim. And this is a good life skill that he can learn. So my first attempt in my childhood did not succeed because we were pushed into the water at LB Stadium. So there was a little bit of hydrophobia of sorts, but this time around, the learning place was GHMC swimming pool in Masab Tank, and I had my family friend along, who was nice enough to take me and introduce me to the coach. While the coach never got into the water, there were lifeguards around who would just ask us to kick our feet or just take some dips and blow some bubbles, as most hands-free coaches would do. So these kids, they were almost the same age as me, and one of them slowly started giving me a few tips, like, can you try doing this, which is like called dog style or something. So that's the basic one. And in that, I think my biggest achievement initially was to swim from one of the corners to the other, which is the horizontal one, which is the smaller end. And slowly, when I completed the first one, it gave me so much confidence. I could, do it, do an upside, lap as well. But today, after the last few years, when I've been regularly doing it for the last 3 or 4 years, I'm just happy about the fact that I can swim about 900 meters or 1,000 meters without a break. So that is a passion that wakes me up in the morning. Nothing else probably gets me out of bed like that. And missing a day swim makes me feel very terrible. Whether it is rain, whether it is sunshine, I love getting my swim in and I plan my day around it. So that's my passion in the last few years. The days I do it, my mind is calmer, my body feels much more flexible, doesn't feel irritable. So that's me, Rahul. Thanks for your time.
Thank you, Siddharth. I think that was a wonderful story of where the idea was born and how the baby steps took up and to where you are today. 900 meters, it's a pretty intense one, I would say. I know I'm into swimming, not the regular one like you, but yes, but
So
listening to 900 meters is pretty solid, I would say.
15, yes, yes. The 15-meter width to
Yeah,
900 is quite a journey. And most importantly, everything has been self taught so far. No coach has actually helped me hands on till date. Hopefully, I get to refine my technique in the days to come.
that's wonderful, wonderful. I
Thanks
think
again.
that's a beauty of something that excites you. That's something that interests you, and that turns into passion. And that's how far we can go. And the benefits, like Siddharth mentioned, the beauty of it doesn't have to be a profession. The beauty of doing something that you're passionate about infuses the energy into your rest of the life, rest of the day that you spend. There's something that adds to it, something that nothing else can replace. Even the most mundane everyday job that you do can be infused with so much of energy by just doing something that you're passionate. And that's the thing that I always say. Passion doesn't have to become your profession. If you have something that gets you excited in a day and you pursue that, your life is done. That's the beauty of having something that keeps you on an everyday basis. Thank you. Thank you, Siddharth, for that. Let's move to Madan.
My name is Dhriti.
Your name is
My
Dhrishti?
name is Dhriti. Yes.
Wonderful, wonderful. Okay, thank you. Thank you for joining. I think Sahiti was mentioning about you.
Yeah.
Yes, over to you. The stage is yours.
Okay. Good evening. Good evening, everyone. My name is Dhriti, and today I'm talking about what my passion is. My passion is singing. Singing is my superpower. When I'm sad, I sing a song to feel better. When I am happy, I sing a song to celebrate. When I sing, I feel brave, I feel strong, and most of all, I feel just like me. When I'm 3 years old, I started singing from my mom, and I'm inspired by these singers, MS Subbalakshmi and Sura Gayatri. Dolayam and Prabhu Ramachandra Ke Duta are my favorite songs from them. What inspires me more? I practice classical music and piano. Thank you and have a good day.
Thank you. Thank you, Diti. Where are you joining us from and how old are you?
I'm 8 years old.
Where are you joining us from?
I'm 8 years old.
You are joining from which
Where are you
place?
from?
USA,
Where in USA?
Nashville.
Okay, so thank you. I think Siddharth, you have a company over there. And we have Siddharth Linga also joining us from the US. And what time is it this day right now?
It's 10:06.
10:06. Interesting. Huh. That's the beauty of a platform and a community where you get to listen to stories from the other side of the world, from someone who's passionate about waking up in on a Friday morning and sharing with us what her experience is. And it's beautifully said when you told that line, I feel just like me. That was a hard hitting line. Thank you, Dishti, for sharing that with us. And I think that is what passion is. It's a best version of who you are as an individual and the best version of how you can be as an individual. Thank you.
Thank you.
And that was a beautiful speech. Sahiti, who's her mentor, will be proud of you about this performance and how you have written these beautiful lines and shared and performed and expressed over here. Thank you for joining us. And that was a beautiful. Can we have a round of applause for her? All of eight. And I think it's a brave, courageous step to be joining on a virtual platform with a room full of strangers and be able to express yourself. Thank you. Let's move to the next speaker, Vijaya. After a long, long time, here we are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello everyone, I'm Vijaya. I'm a dietitian. Last year, on the same topic, I said what's my passion on offline session. That time my passion was running, cooking, baking. I said so many. But like Sri Krishna said, na, it changed. So this time, in the last 1 year, na, it changed only to happiness. Just only. Whatever bringing me happiness, and that is my passion. It may be skincare, it may be running, it may be anything, it may be talking to kids. So for me, gratitude, so anything by which I am feeling happy, na, it's my passion right now. Wearing this watch, I never forget to wear this, so it's my passion. Okay, why? Because it makes me happy. Okay, so and one more thing is there, that life is full of ups and downs, disappointments, you know, and success and failures. Everything is there, but our inner state in which we are there, na, it decides our journey. So for me, my passion is a life where I am not just exist, I truly live. So that is my passion, and a simple smile and a cup of coffee or anything like that, it's my passion. Okay, so and one more thing is there, success is beautiful. Okay, but success with peace is powerful. The second is that growth is important, but growth with happiness is meaningful. So I'm following this from last 1 year. And so if anyone is asking me what is your passion, so my answer is being happy, living fully, and spread happiness. And finally, last two lines from me, like always. खुश रहना मेरी आदत है, मुस्कुराना मेरा अंदाज है, क्योंकि खुशियों से भरी जिंदगी ही मेरी सबसे बड़ी आवाज है. Thank you.
Thank you, Vijaya. Where were you for so many months? We always miss those wonderful lines that you always come up with at the end, and I think that adds a sparkle to what you present. Whatever you present ends with these lines like this, and that becomes a memorable part for us. Huh, happiness in itself is a passion. I think that's a different kind of a passion that I've heard today. I've often seen passion being a source for happiness, but here, happiness is a source for passion. I think that's a beautiful packaging that you have done with regard to how you choose to be happy, and that itself is a journey of passion for you. Thank you, Vijaya. That was wonderful. Let's move to
I
the
am
next
living
speaker.
that. That's the thing.
Yes.
I am right now living that from last 1 year.
Wonderful,
So
wonderful.
that's
We have known Vijaya for the past, I think, 5 years now. From the place where she was in complete shambles of how messy her life was, the disaster that she was going through, and all the experiences that we had. It's fascinating to see her and the way she works and the brand that she is today, and the life that she lives in itself talks of the story that she has had. Thank you, Vijaya, for coming here and sharing your story and sharing what you're truly passionate about with us. Thank you. Let's move the next to Riansh. Riyansh, are you ready? Okay.
yeah.
Before Riyansh goes, he has shared me a video that I'll be sharing with you all, and then Will you be talking or should I, or however you choose, Riyansh?
Any way you like, sir.
Okay, then let me just open this. Okay, I'm just opening something and then after you all see the video, you all can. Yes,
Your
share.
timer is on.
One second. Siddharth, you can go next. Is it okay? Siddharth needs to drop. Siddharth, are you there?
Oh, sir, if
Oh, 1 second, Riyansh.
Yeah, I'm
Siddharth.
here. Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, so Riyansh, can we come to you after Siddharth? Is that okay?
yeah, sure, sir.
Okay, Siddharth, I believe again, Siddharth is in the US and because of the work schedule, it's the beginning of his day. So let's go ahead with Siddharth and then we'll come back to Riyansh's performance. Yep. Siddharth, the stage is yours. So this is Siddharth Lingam.
Hello everyone. Yeah. Hi everyone. So yeah, basically I'm just 24. I'm searching what my passion was from these many years. Going through many different extracurriculars as passion because letters never fascinated me. Books have always made me grow bored. So all the different the extracurricular activities that we usually have in schools have always intrigued me in those aspects. the first the first ever passion that I always had, I'm still carrying it today, is painting. So that was the first thing, and it will always be there with me, is what I feel. So uh, you know back in those days when I started that passion, the only thing that I was drawing was stick figures, naming one stick figure as mom, one more stick figure as dad, and a small stick figure as me. But today, that passion has grown to a 4 feet to 5 feet paintings, and you guys can see my paintings on Sidhu underscore 2808. That's my Insta handle. So I even sell them now, and pretty much I'm just happy when one of my clients just orders a painting as per their needs, and they basically hung it on their walls and send me a picture of it. So it's really, like, somebody chose my painting for making their walls better, is just like a good feeling inside. That always, like, motivated me, gave me a heartbeat. My heart skip a beat whenever I see that photo from my clients. One of the best story about this paintings one is, one of my client wanted a 5 feet painting of Mata Raja Rajeshwari. So I basically invested around 20 days and 10 hours each day for that painting. I basically kept all my, it was just a divine intervention because I kept that much of detailing into that painting, and the painting was done. But the client was like, the problem is I just need it for a puja and I cannot really keep it at my house. Is there any way? I mean, I'll give you the full amount, I don't mind, but I cannot keep it in my house, so I would return it to you. I was like, where would I keep that much big painting? But I was like, yeah, fine, whatever, it's okay. I'm not going to charge you the full amount because you're going to return the painting anyways, but it's fine. My mom saw the painting and she was like, when is the puja? It was like 3 to 4 days from now. She was like, go give them the painting for the puja, get it back. I want to keep it in my house because that's so beautiful. I was like, yeah, fine, कोई कुछ भी हो, कोई किसी के लिए तो यूज हो रहा है वो painting. So yeah, that was a painting story. After that, the first time when I gave my stand-up show, it was not a special. It was not on YouTube or something. It was just a small gathering, and I basically gave my first stand-up show. That was the second passion that I originated. Where first time when all the families were there, and everybody were talking about work. Everybody has their forehead lined up with stress marks and all, and when I performed, I don't know why those test marks just traveled towards the towards the lips, and there was a small smile or maybe a huge laughter. My first performance was not so funny. First thing, openly speaking, it was not really funny. It was just like, आपके मुंह पे एक छोटा सा smile ला देगा kind of. And that's it. That basically drove me into writing stand-up comedy skits and performing in different places. I am not a professional stand-up comedy. I'm just a jack of all trades, master of none, exploring each and everything possible. Then, like few months back, I was just talking about the same thing to my grandfather, like Tataya. I mean, in Telugu we call grandfather as Tataya. So Tataya, I basically, I dance, I paint, I do the stand-up comedy stuff. I'm also cooking. I mean, I'm basically right now in USA. I am collaborated with one of the restaurants of my friends into cooking. So, I'm basically cooking with Michelin star restaurant. I mean, just as a side chef, not as a professional. So I'm doing all these things, but I don't know what my passion is. He didn't even plunge, he didn't even wait for a second. He was like, simple, man, your passion is learning. You're just gonna learn whatever you like. I was like, yeah, that can also be a passion, I am really interested to learn everything new, everything different and all. So now in my career also, this the equation of learning and teaching is not never gonna end. I have become a professor now in one of the universities in USA. So yeah, milestone for my career, I think. But yeah, I hope that's it. My passion has always been learning different things, exploring as much as I could. Traveling also one of my passion, but traveling stories would never end if I started now. So yeah, pretty much that's it. That's about me. That's about my passion.
Thank you, Passion. Sorry, thank you, Siddharth. Wonderful. Keep bouncing. And I think if you find a pattern in the different bounds that you have for different things that you're pursuing, I think, like your friend Tatya said, the idea that you're passionate about learning in itself is a passion. That's a great story. Thank you, Siddharth. I remember while you came 2 years back for the first stand up for the Speaker Club's open mic in the start. I remember you mentioning this, and your act was something which was recorded. So we do have one performance of yours, one of the speeches that you gave, and that still acts as a good memory of the initial times when you were there. We possibly will use it someday when we see you on the big stage and say that here he was at the Speaker Club meetup. Thank you. Let's move to the next person. Riyansh, the stage is yours now. I'll share the recording and then you can go ahead with your thing.
Yeah. Hello everyone. Good evening. I'm Riyansh and I'm a music composer and a musician. So currently I'm working on my album with my band. And so what's my story? So I started in fifth grade thinking guitar is a homework. होमवर्क का फीलिंग क्या होता है? अरे यार करना पड़ेगा, नहीं तो डांट पड़ेगी. तो फिर like it was like a homework and I used to run away from it. But from that fifth grade summer holiday, I wanted to pick up a hobby because I was just sitting there without anything to do. Friends भी मतलब friends का दूसरा curriculum था, so they were still having school. So then uh, basically I started learning from YouTube, and still I don't have a mentor yet, but I go to like what do you call that? An academy or an institute where they teach you music, and basically I still learn from YouTube, but I still have a very helpful sir with me in the institute. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Yansh. I think the performance was wonderful. So I think that was just a practice. It was not a live performance actually. And I think your mother recorded that. Is that right?
No, my mother isn't there actually. Like I go alone to that institute.
Okay, wonderful. I think that was a great performance, and I love the way you are exploring yourself with regard to trying out different forms and different places through which you can learn. And I think that is what passion does to us. We don't need a roadmap. I think passion itself is the fuel through which we can keep going on and keep trying and getting on with things through which we can get better and learn, come what may, in the different forms that we're learning. Thank you, Riyansh, for that wonderful share, and looking forward to your performances in the real world. I believe you're coming tomorrow as well, right?
Tomorrow I might have to go somewhere.
Okay, just check out if there's anything that you are doing in your school, any project that you have presented or something. Look forward to listening to you sharing about other aspects as well if you want to. Otherwise, still you can still talk about the music story as well. Thank you, Riyansh. Let's move to the next person who's coming up next. Thamutran, Sonali. Okay, Thamutran will go next. After that, we'll come to Sonali. Is that okay? Okay, Sonali. Yep, Thamutran, over to you.
So I will make it very short. So my passionate on a day-to-day basis is cycling and going to gym, right? So if I'm doing cycling, I go for 1 hour, 1.5 hours, like that. Also, I still go driving different places. I will not get tired at all because I really love it. How the experience I get it with driving, with the cycling, right? So that is one thing. Next is gym. Obviously, there also I mix it both, right? So gym and this one. And the next is on a regular basis, on a lifetime basis, right? Traveling to different places, exploring different things, then tasting different foods, right? Say how that taste differs with respect to their culture. So how here in North India, how the culture is there, how it is. And similarly, when I go to Japan, right, I went for a short trip. So there I used to taste all the different foods which is there. So whereas my friend was restricted to Asian food like that, so I just want to explore different foods, how they are preparing and everything's like that. So this is my passion of traveling and exploring different places. So that's all I'd like to. Thank you.
Thank you. Pretty much everything that we often do, and if you can call that passion and do it with the energy that you can put in, I think that's a wonderful thing to do. Thank you, Kamotran. Let's move to Rishi next.
Sir, I just want to ask,
Yes, Riyansh.
uh, Mr. Damodaran, that's how I pronounce it.
Yeah,
Can you come again?
Damodaran. You can tell Damodaran.
So,
So
sir,
that's confusion everywhere. Every meeting I have to explain.
Go ahead, Riyansh. You had to ask something to him?
yeah, so you said you was like cycling, right?
Yes.
So are you in a group called HCR maybe?
No, I'm not like that. I don't. I'm not part of any groups, but I do
And
cycling.
I think Kamotran is from Mysore. Riyansh, you are from Hyderabad, I believe.
No, I am from Chennai.
Okay, Chennai. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So here we have a good mix of people from across the country and even from the US. Yes. Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you, Damodaran.
Yes.
Okay. Let's go to Sonali next.
Yes.
Yes,
Hello,
Sonali, go ahead.
everyone. Yes. I am music teacher and singer. Am I audible to all of you?
Yes.
Yes, sir. Hello, sir. Last time I met offline. We introduce each and everyone. I am music teacher and singer. And I sing all types of singing. Singing is my passion, of course. And all types of singing like bhajan, jamming, classical, Hindustani classical especially, and ghazals, karaoke programs also I will do, and like that programs. And I am teaching Onkar Sadhana and basic singing, classical, Hindustani classical basics like that. I started my journey from my childhood only. Means I like music from my childhood only. So I just singing like that only, not classically I trained. But after that, almost nearby some classes are there, and I got means I met first time my Guruji, and I learned classical, Hindustani classical. From that Guru, I got classical knowledge, and I learned at the same time from them harmonium too. Harmonium and some instruments. I am nowadays I am just practicing for my own purpose. Means for I like instruments and music, so I am just learning for my hobby like that. But singing is my passion, and I am singing in NGO events also, old age homes, NGOs, activities like that. So we'll meet offline also. And I saw Riyansh. He is also musician, so I want to see his performance as well. And just now I heard the talk from Jain. I just forgot her name. Vijaya, yes, Vijaya Jain ma'am. So I like her conversation about all overall about life and all. So I also like that. I am also enjoying life and all. Ups and downs are always there, but we have to live whatever we like, and we have to just enjoy our life because life is limited. So we have to enjoy like all up and downs also, like that.
life is a journey like that, so we have to enjoy all moments of life. I am thinking like that. So I like solo traveling also, group traveling also, and of course traveling I like too much, and I like painting and all type of art I like too much. Means I am interested of activities like that, creative activities. So wherever activity will be there, like open mic also, I am connected like that only.
Got
So
it.
Rahul sir is really doing great job. For we are collaborating for that, and we are also doing this type of activities. So really thankful for that. Thanks a lot, sir,
Thank
for
you.
connecting all of us and all. We will connect offline too. Whoever in Hyderabad, we will definitely connect again. And
Sure.
online also, it's nice. Whoever is means living long distance, it's really very nice place for connecting like that. So thanks a lot, sir, and all
Thank
of
you.
you for joining. We'll meet soon
Sure.
again.
Thank you. Thank you, Sonali. I think
Thank you, sir.
I see a good mix of creative, artistic expressions that you mentioned about what all you're passionate about. I think that was wonderful to listen. Let's move to the next person. Rishi, the stage is
Yes,
yours.
sir.
Um, First of all, I just want to apologize that I joined late. Sorry, Rahul, for that also. So my passion would be, as Damodaran has told, I also like to drive cycles because I used to be in one of a club which is WCCG. We are Chennai Cyclist Group. So I used to go for a ride at in the early morning around 5:30 and then come back home at 7 o'clock, which was a difficult part at that time during the COVID period. So, I mean, it wasn't good, I would say outdoor activity. And the second passion would be is driving because I also like driving. And Rahul, you know about me that I have told you many times that I go up to 60 to 80, but you don't have to scare about that because, in local roads, I won't go at that particular speed because I maintain up to 40 and 50. So that's not an issue. So Rahul, don't be scared of that. And my third passion is to become like a more famous person like Rahul, I would say, because my inspiration for me is Rahul. I know that I'm applauding you more, but you have to listen, man. So that is my third passion. And, these are all my passions. And more than that, I need to, have a lot of money, which is I should not be having any financial problems. Second thing, I should be having at least 3 or 4 cars because I'm a car enthusiast as from my childhood, I would say. And I also need to have an house like I don't know, like Rahul, I would say. So that is what my passion is. Thank you. Back to you, Rahul.
Thank you. Thank you, Rishi. It's a lonely journey, I would say, with regard to pursuing something else or someone else. I think all we need to do is find what you are passionate about truly, and that's the path through which everything else follows. Like you said, the money, the car, the home, and everything follows once you are passionately and deeply involved with something that you truly love. I would say, all I would say is that. Let's move to the next person. Who's left? Naresh. Naresh, are you there?
Yes, Rahul, I'm there. Give me 1 second.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sneha,
Hi,
and
everyone.
who's by the
Hi,
name
Rahul.
Vivo?
Can you hear me?
Yes,
Okay,
yes,
okay.
I can hear
Let
you.
me just, yeah.
Yeah.
So, I'm Naresh. Thank you all. Thank you, Rahul. So, my passion is actually, I'm more into sports, exploring the nature. And lately, what I've seen is like I've been to yogas as a basic beginner to satsang and, heartfulness meditation and different forms. But I only did this to very little extent. But the real wisdom I get outside of my regular mundane life is Rahul sessions because I do make it a priority, whether it is an open mic or if he's doing any presentation in Toastmaster. I do make sure I be a participant. I get that wisdom out. So as I age, as a middle age, what I realized is everything that you learn doesn't just wane, that doesn't just vaporize. I always had that subconscious knowledge that I'm getting and I'm utilizing it. Like we try to meet people. I also like going places, know different cultures. I used to sing. I used to only listen to specific songs like pop songs. But after I went to places, the combination of nature and the music that I'm hearing, the guitar, the Rayansh was playing. So when I hear it others of different passions, I get very inspired. Whether it's music, tabla, anything of that sort. So I started enjoying even the songs that I don't understand the lyrics also. So I went to Chennai, I went to Mysuru like a month ago. Then I heard a song called Nilotu. Nilotu. That was a song, very very pleasant music in a bus. It was full of lights and all. So then I went back. I explored that. So it's kind of a different taste, but I would have not really had a chance to meet that music if I not had explored that place. That's how I think very grateful about doing things that you like, because the one thing leads to another. So that is the beauty and the best thing of it. And apart from that, I always keep an open mind, because I do fall, I do get up. It's never about judging yourself or evaluating yourself, but it is always about taking one step forward for everything. And I always was told never be too honest, because honest trays are cut first. But one thing is, you can, I even heard this from Rahul session, like if you're very open, probably you don't need to have a strategy about it, right? You can be very honest. So that way the real learning comes. So we are not into business world, but if you try to open up, be socialized, be in a network of people, like today we are across the world, not just across the country, the audience here. So it's very fondful to know everyone's different taste and interest. So I'm very grateful for to be in this platform and giving an opportunity to talk about it. Thank you, Rahul. I'll give this back to you. Thank you. Thanks a lot, guys.
Thank you. Thank you, Naresh. Wonderful about the idea of how you're connecting different forms and different places and different learnings that you're having, and the interest that you have and keep going on and connecting things. Wonderful. Let's go to the next person. Who's by the name Vivo X200? Anyone there? Or Sneha Kalro? Are you there? If not, I think we are coming to an end for today's session. Yes, Vivo. Can you tell your name first?
I'm here, but I don't want to share much. I'm just very grateful to listen to everybody's stories. Thank
Thank
you
you.
so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Neha. Yes, Vivo, you can unmute. Uh, you need to unmute. I can see you raising hand, but I can't listen to you. Yes. Who's this? Okay, Uma ma'am. The
Yeah.
stage is yours.
So sorry for joining late. I had a great experience attending a contest from the trade. This was another new experience. So we just reached the station and my contest turn came. So I'm sorry that I could not listen to many of you, but I'm sure all of you must have told about your passion. So if I want to tell about my passion, many people have asked me, what is the secret of your energy? I myself ask sometimes to find out what is my secret. So when I just look back and I see it is something which you do with an obsession, or something which you do passionately will always give you the energy. So for example, if you look at Rahul, he is doing a lot of morning videos. It is not that anybody is saying him do make these videos. It is out of his own passion, out of his interest, to give away something to the world unselfishly. That's what he's doing. So like that, I have three things: communication skills, being in Toastmasters, and also spreading the air philosophy, which I'm doing off late. So if I tell about communication, I have been in this teaching field for almost 30 plus years. Starting from children to housewives to executives, I have been teaching them communication skills, and that keeps me going. When you give something unconditionally, I'm sure universe is also looking at you, and you get that energy when you're in alignment with the universe. So communication definitely keeps me going. Second is Toastmasters, be it in the train or in the hospital, wherever I have time for Toastmasters. So that is my passion. I remember my son asking me, "Are you not tired of Toastmasters?" But I used to tell, "No, no, I'll just finish this and come." So it is like that. It maybe it's sometimes addictive too, but it keeps me going, and it has helped improve my leadership skills, communication skills, and whatnot, networking. So then the third one is spreading the air philosophy. Recently, I have become an apostle of Atman and Ravi, who is a spiritual mentor. So he says that when you start accepting things without expecting, life becomes smoother. That is the ABCD of life. First, accept. B is do give your 100%. C is complete surrender. And D is being a divine instrument, saying that I'm not the doer. Uh, I'm being a divine instrument. That's all. So when you follow these principles of ABCD, I think life becomes a real, you get real that eternal happiness. You don't chase happiness. Success is not happiness. Happiness is success. So that is the rule I have learned from him. And I have become a better person after joining his Zoom sessions. And that gives me a lot of happiness. I'm spreading the whatever philosophy that he has given me because I've been benefited. And definitely everyone will be benefited if you follow the ABCD philosophy. So three things: communication, Toastmasters, and air philosophy keeps me going. This is my passion. What is yours? Over to you, Rahul. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you. Thank you, Uma ma'am. I've known people who are traveling, who are busy, who are everywhere in the world, and yet, if they have the zeal and the energy to join the Speak Up Club sessions, it is one Uma ma'am who's always been there and always shown that enthusiasm and passion for learning and communicating and making a difference to the world. Thank you, Uma ma'am. Who's by the name Aishan Wali? Are you there?
Hi, I'm Aim here. It's good to be here. I just wanted to check out what's happening, and just opened up WhatsApp and realized this was happening. So I just wanted to
Okay.
come in and give this a
Okay,
quick
then
quick
what we're
check. So
doing, okay, what we're doing is each one of us have already for the past 1 year, 1 hour or so, we have been talking about what really excites us, what is our passion. So, would you like to share something?
sure, absolutely, why not? I hadn't planned on this, but I'm pretty happy to do this. Let me just switch my video on. Hi guys, how's it going? Good to see everybody this evening. Um, One of my major passions in life is making music. I'm a rapper, and also my other passion is being on stage. So I'm an MC as well. So speaking is one of my the ways I earn my bread and butter in life. So that's how it goes. So music is one, and also connecting with people is a huge passion of mine. So I'm a very curious guy, especially about people and their stories, and it's always something that really excites me in life. So those are a quick few things that I'm very passionate about.
Thank you. Thank you. I think we have a lot in common. When you said about, I'm not sure about the music part of it, but yes, talking about on stage and networking with people, that's something that definitely is something that I'm also passionate about. And this community per se, listening to stories when you mentioned, this is a community that has been there, and we have been creating this community and space where people can come and share their stories, express themselves. And I think that's something that fascinates me. Today, as an example, you have just joined, but we have had an opportunity for someone who's a 8 year old sharing her passion, and we also have someone who's into well closer to their 60s also sharing what they're passionate about. And listening to these stories is something that really excites me. I think that's the beauty of it. With that, I think we are done for today's session. Today, this was the last one. Bhavya, are you there? Bhavyashree, are you there?
Yes, yes, yes.
Would you like to share something?
Like I think I just
Okay,
joined very late. I have just done from my work and I saw the poster and just joined up.
that's okay.
And like, I mean,
No
yeah.
problem, no problem at all. If you're in Hyderabad, we do have the same session with the theme, not the same session as in the same speakers, but
Okay.
the same theme. What's your passion? We have it scheduled for tomorrow evening at 5 p.m. at Chika in Hyderabad, in Banjara Hills. So if you want the same vibe of where you can express yourself about what you're passionate about and would like to share your stories about what is it that you're passionate about, would you like to listen to them tomorrow, the same with the same theme in person in Hyderabad. So, are you from Hyderabad, Bhavya?
Yes, yes.
Okay, wonderful. Then, if you have the time, if you see the poster and there's a registration link on that, it's an open to all and it's a free session. If you
Mm.
are wanting to experience the vibe of being in a community where everyone is expressing about their passion and about their stories of what they're really passionate about, do join us. Looking forward to meeting you there. I know you have just joined in, so you might not be in
Yeah,
the flow
yes,
over
yes,
here.
yes.
But yes, thank you still for joining and taking out the time here for
Mm.
joining something which excites you. I think looking forward to listening to your stories of passion. tomorrow in the in-person meetup. With that, we come to an end for today's session. It's been a wonderful session listening to different kinds of passion, all the people, different kinds at different ages, different forms, and how something that excites you, and everything that excites you. Talking about happiness that excites you, and different forms through which you can bring in yourself to the world. It's been a fascinating experience listening to all these stories and all these experiences. I take a lesson from each one of you all with regard to how you all have been passionate, how you are the beginner or a pro, but something that you are constantly pursuing with your all heart in. It was wonderful to listen to all of you all. And like Sneha always says, I'm in sync with her. Uh, she never speaks, but she has a ear for everyone that wants to speak. And that's the beauty of Sneha. And that's a passion that she has to listening to stories. And I think stories have a deep, meaningful connect of who we are and how we can engage with the world. Thank you, each one of you all, for taking out time on a Friday night and joining us and sharing your stories of passion. As for me, if you have seen me for the last 1 hour, you would have known what my passion is. And that's what I'm doing day in and day out for the past 20 years plus. And for the last 6 years plus with the Speak Up Club. Creating platform, engaging with people, listening to their stories, and making it, bringing them to the world. With that, we sign off for today's Speak Up Club's virtual in-person meetup.